Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Jane Kamal streaming live from the East Coast somewhere. And we're streaming coast to coast and across the globe. We're screaming and we're streaming. We're screaming and we're streaming. Well, we're streaming and we're screaming. We're
Yes.
screaming because the market has been so horrendous. Today we have a day off, a day to kind of console and consolidate and
Well,
relax.
well, it started green. I was like nice. I was green in the morning, like the first probably half an hour.
Yeah. Well,
Then
it's gotten to the point where I'm doing very little trading. I added a little Innovis today, but I'm doing very little trading. How about you? Are you doing any trading?
nope, just holding tight.
Yeah, I mean that's probably wise at this point. Let's see
I
what.
sold my Athesis. I bought a little bit of Walmart and a little bit of Visa, but now I'm in the red again.
All right, something. You made a move.
Yeah.
Let's see what some of our viewers think. Pete also, is taking a deep breath. Better day today. At least my screen had a bunch of green instead of yesterday's red. Yeah, I eked out some small gains today as well.
Me too,
Biotech,
but very insignificant, really.
no, nothing that significant, but biotech had a pretty good day. At least ones I own, CRISPR and not Athos, it's CRISPR and Novus, Sava.
Uh, I'm getting killed on the ones I thought I'm safe with, like Amazon and Apple and Nvidia. Those are like,
Yeah, yeah. Apple is holding up relatively better than the other two that you mentioned, Nvidia and Amazon. Apple shows a little sign of life.
people still believe in CTIC, man.
Dan says that the question is, does the market react better to 50 or 75 basis point hike or 100 basis points? I don't think they'll do a full point. I
No.
would like to see them do a full point. I think they basically pre-announced 75, according to the Wall Street Journal. So the Wall Street is expecting 75 basis point hike tomorrow. What do you think, Kamal? You think
I
that's
I, I think to stave off the inertia of the market going down, they're gonna do 75 basis point.
yeah, yeah. They want to show that they're for real, that they're
Yeah.
that they have to make a statement. I wouldn't rule out 100, but it's not going to happen. I don't think.
100 probably is an overkill.
I would like to see it happen. Get it over with, quicker.
Well, I think they're gonna do 75, then another 50 or another 75, but not
They'll do
100.
75 in June, 75 in July, and maybe 50 for the next 5 meetings. That'll be 150 and 250 is 400. That's a lot. They'll be up to
Right.
5-6%.
I want to tell you another thing I noticed recently. This past weekend, I was passing by, like literally 2 blocks away from my house. I saw a sign for an open house, right? So I was there with my wife. We walked in. We just checked the house.
Yeah.
By the time we came out, there was a line, at least 100 people, like a line all the way down the block.
You would think that it's becoming more of a seller's market. I mean, more of a buyer's market because of the interest rates going.
Right, right. I
But
was
it's not.
shocked.
It's
When
not.
I went in, I was the first, pretty much. There was
I
nobody.
guess the buyers figure it this way: this is their last chance to buy before the rates get out of hand.
Probably.
So it's
Probably.
buy now at 5% as opposed to 3 months from now at 8%.
And one more thing, they have this rule that they won't let more than one party at a time to the house. So
Uh-huh.
imagine that the guy at the end of the line is probably
Yes.
gonna wait another hour or two.
Wow. Wow. And you live in an area that's people want to live in, so
Yeah.
prime area. Okay, so let's take a look at some charts before we start talking so much that we don't have a chance to. So let's share screen and get to work. All righty. Let's look at the spiders, our favorite. As you can see, I have an old chart here with the 50% retrace from the pandemic lows at 349 and change. And that's looking like a realistic target for the S&P, for the spiders right now. But
Is that
I also drew a line at 368, I believe. I thought this level, where's 360? I drew a lot of lines. Here we go. 368 area would be right about this line. Where is it? This is it. We almost hit. We were down to 370.59 today, so just a little below would be the 368 level. It was something about that level, yeah, right in there, I believe. Right in here.
What's the significance there? It's not.
I don't know. I thought there were a lot of hits, but now I'm not seeing them. I remember talking about 368 as being a possible area of support. I just don't see why I thought that. Maybe on the daily. The greater likelihood is that we continue on down to 349, that 50% fib retrace at this point in time.
That's painful.
It is painful. Wall Street, the Wall Streeters I know are pretty pessimistic. They range from very pessimistic to a little pessimistic. Most of them think we're going to get this choppy market where we get little relief rallies and then a continuation on down until maybe the fall when we have a chance to rally substantially. But that's, it's a long ways off October, right?
Yeah, that's a lot of waiting.
Yeah. 3 more months of misery. Basically, that's the thinking of most Wall Streeters. That's not too optimistic, right?
Nope.
All right, so the spiders pretty close to my 368 number. Let me draw it. To be honest, I don't quite remember why I thought that 368 might be some support. Probably some touches. I can't see it on this chart.
I see there is a line 362.
I have to, yeah, all the way down here. What have we got? No, that's 381. Got to go further. Okay, this is it. No, this is 362. Maybe 362 looks like a more reasonable support level, which I drew in already. In any event, it's below where we are. We broke through the 38.2%, and we have no real good support area till we get to the 349 area. So that looks like a logical place to stop. Apple, on the other hand, may be ready to, or may have already hit a bottom. Let's see where we are with Apple. Well, it took out the old low a couple of weeks ago. which was 136.60. We're at 132, and I drew the line at. I drew a double ruled line around 130. So I'm thinking maybe Apple bottoms before the rest of the market. That would make sense, right? Being that it's a leader.
Yes.
So maybe Apple bottoms at around 130, or maybe this level here from June 21. That's 124, I believe. Let me throw that in. There's a lot of support right in this area. That would be 122.41, right around there, 122.50. If it doesn't find support at 130, I think it finds it at 122.50.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's come down so much. I don't think it's going to go much lower. That would be like the bottom. That, to me, it could actually do a retrace all the way back to this level.
Whoa.
We hope not, but it could. That would be from what date? March. That would be the pandemic lows.
That's too much. No, I don't think we can.
That would be 116.
Wow.
It's too much where it is already, Kamal.
Yes, I know.
Who would have thought it would make this big a retrace?
Right.
Yeah. So 116, I think, is the pandemic low on Apple from 2020. No, that's 2021. It's not even. This is from March 2021, low 116. That could be, it could get there. That looks like a possibility. We hope that one of the other support levels will hold Apple, but it's possible it goes all the way down to 116. Let's look at what I've been buying lately, and it's really only Innovus. That's all I've been buying.
Not much is happening in that. In those
They are starting to enroll on phase 3 for Parkinson's, which makes it interesting in and of itself. It's also had pretty good price action over the last few weeks. It hasn't fallen apart. In fact, it's rebounded off the lows, which is pretty good in this environment. Blow it up. Even though we've gone down on the daily over the last 5 days, we've come from much lower levels. We've come from this 850 level on May 25th. So we're still up from there, from 850 to 11:15, 11:16 today, 11:50 after hours. So it looks like it's in play, this one. And there's one brokerage house initiated coverage with a price target of 37. Others have even higher price targets.
Wow.
There's a lot of optimism around this one. And I'm optimistic because I would like it to succeed, because not only is it for early stage Parkinson's, but it's for all stages of Parkinson's. So, I wouldn't even mind being in the trial if it's in a medical center near me.
Do you want to sign up?
I would sign up. I actually would. I would not be scared to go into this trial. JD was on the show. She was with us a while back. She was in the phase two Parkinson's trial, and she thought it was a terrific drug. So based on her anecdotal feedback and the fact that the phase 2 was considered very safe and efficacious, I would give it a shot. The trouble with these trials, you never know whether you're going to get the drug or the placebo. So that's the nasty part of it, you know.
Right.
But we're in a little bit of a nice channel. If you look, this channel has been pretty much going back a ways. Let's see the date. I wouldn't call it a Zoom channel yet, but it's getting there. From April 28th, it was 1040, and we have a nice little channel. We're not zooming, but we're heading in the right direction. I think once the Alzheimer's trial gets going, they'll have 2 trials simultaneous, one for Parkinson's, one for Alzheimer's. This is a real company that will definitely have a lot of play, I think, once things settle down in biodrug world also. So that's another factor. The other one I like is SAVA, which is the phase 3 Alzheimer's trial, Cassava Sciences. And I haven't been adding to my position, but I'm watching it. I'm thinking of adding at some point. We were down today 2%, 3%. No, that's after hours. I don't know what the after hours action means on this. Probably not much. 24.45. We've come down from a spike high a couple of weeks ago all the way up to 37. We've come back down to 24. But it's showing signs of life also. I mean, it has come down a lot, but I think that's okay. Again, two simultaneous phase 3 trials in Alzheimer's is very, very significant. And their phase 2 results were very good. There's a lot of controversy about the preclinical work and papers that were published by a CUNY professor. But, I don't really care. If the drug works, who cares about the preclinical stuff? If it was fudged a little, so I don't care. The main thing is that let it work. I don't care if it's bark off a tree as long as it works.
Yep.
I don't care if we understand why it works. I don't care about any of that, just as long as it works. So we're in more of a trading range than we are a Zoom channel here. I drew the trading range in from 30, 31, call it, to where we bottomed today at 22. So we're from 22 to 31 trading range. And this goes back all the way to beginning of April. We traded below this range for a couple of weeks, but by and large, we've been in this trading range for the most part. Okay, those two are interesting, and CRISPR is the other one that's been getting a lot of yo-yo action. Big moves every day. Makes it tempting to trade, even if you don't think much of it, or it doesn't matter what you think of it. As a trader, it's interesting because it's had a lot of opportunities.
Swings, lots of swings there.
Big moves up, big moves down. We're certainly out of the Zoom channel. We formed a Zoom channel for a while anyway, but we're not in it anymore. Let me throw that Zoom channel in. We were Zooming for a while on this one. But sadly, we broke below it. Now we're looking for support. It looks like this candle, this engulfing candle, could be support. Let's see what the low of this is, 51.55. So it looks like good support. Draw that in. It was a nice engulfing. There was a tip off that we'd get a little run. This was a very positive candle. I think the same candle can offer support
Yep.
right about 51, which we weren't that far from. The lows of today and yesterday were came close to that. The low is 53.30 yesterday, and today's low is 53.50. So we're not that far away from 51.40, whatever. That's where I see support on CRISPR. And unfortunately, now the lower end of this channel may prove to be a little resistance, but that's okay because of the ascending nature of the channel. So what? If we come up to $69, $70, and we bang into a little resistance, that's okay. We have gaps to take out to fill. I mean, we have a gap here at like $64, another gap up here at around 71. So we have gaps to shoot for. This is a very tempting one to play both ways. And
Yep.
also, as it gets close to that 50, I said to Professor Spike, I don't know if you were on then, that I should really write some puts, buy some puts, I mean, for protection as I got close to the 50, but I didn't do it. So I'm still sitting with my CRISPR. I'm going to sit with it a while. I like it. I like it long term, that is. I also like the other gene editing plays, Intellia, Editas, and Beam. So there are some interesting bios to look at. I also want to point out Blue, BLUE. We pointed that one out a while ago, a couple of weeks ago, and it's made a little move today to the 359 area, but yesterday it hit a high of 6 and change, gave it back. Anyway, we pointed this one out probably before this engulfing candle. This was an engulfing back on June 7th that indicated a move up. We got the move up. Now we're sitting at probably support right where we are. This is an interesting one. They're up for FDA approval on one of their drugs. I think they will get it. So you might get a PDUFA run out of it at least. At least. I drew the line in at the bottom at the low of the day. Blue is another one to look at. I don't own any, but I'm thinking about it. At this point, I'm reluctant to open new positions, Kamal.
Me too. This is
Yeah,
scary times.
yeah, it is. So I'm reluctant, even though I like these a lot. I'm still taking it easy, even on a Novus. I'm buying it with restraint, not buying tons of it. Hard to raise money. They need a partner, Dan. That's what their hope is, to get a partner. I think there's enough interest. You know, there's a dearth of Parkinson's drugs, and there are Parkinson's and Novus play. So I think the chances are good they can get backup.
So I noticed today that a lot of the Chinese stocks like NEO, LI, XBEV, BABA are up like 6-7%.
The Chinese play is a good one right now.
Yeah.
EDU is another one. Yeah, they look good. Absolutely, you keep your eye on those Chinese stocks for now. As a rule, I don't play them because I don't believe in them long term. I mean, I just don't trust the Chinese government. That's all it amounts to.
I have some BABA.
Yeah, I mean, Bob is a great company, but they're operating in an environment that who knows.
True.
Yeah. All right, so that's it. We did our half hour, and I hope people enjoyed it. And I was a little off on my Sunday night prediction. by Sunday night hope, really, that the fib numbers that offered support for the averages would hold. They did not hold. And
Yeah, yesterday
I
was
was
brutal.
not only that, I published that Sunday night. By Monday morning, that was already it was already proved wrong. So I was proved wrong in less than 12 hours. That's the best way to be wrong, I guess. Be
True.
wrong immediately.
Yep.
Adios, amigos. See you all tomorrow. Thanks for coming. Ciao.
Take care, guys.
Bye bye.
Hang in there.
Yep.